Hey beauties, it is Kendra here, and today I'm doing a get ready with me with my Morphe 350 palette. I hope you're excited. So I already did my eyebrows here, obviously. I didn't want you guys to have a 45-minute long video of me just doing my eyebrows, so therefore I put them on real quick before I did this. So now I don't know where my clip went, but I am using the Clinique Dramatically Different moisturizer right now, and I'm applying this to my entire face to make it nice and not dry. I know guys, I'm so smart. Anyways, so next what we're gonna do is we're just taking the EOS chapstick and we're gonna make the lips nice and moisturized as well. And now we are to prime the face. So what I'm using today is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. It's oil free, which I love because my skin is very oily, so I don't need to add any more to it. So I'm just putting that in all those areas where I'm trying to cover up them pores, girl. Let me just throw on a little lip sync, because what's a video without a lip sync here? Okay, Kendra, let's get back to it here. So I'm going to use some Real Deal concealer on my eyelids for kind of like a eyeshadow primer here. It's been working well for me lately, but it's that L'Oreal Real Deal concealer that I told you guys about in one of my first vids. And it honestly helps a ton having this on my lids. It holds the shadow there really good, and also it helps so it doesn't crease. There she is. Let's take a look. And I'm gonna sing to it. Just watch this right here. So now that I got that out, we're going to go ahead and start putting on some of these cute shadows. So I'm going to use that light color there, and I'm going to use this as my base or transition color. And I'm going to put this all over the lid. And now my twin is going to call me and interrupt me. What?
Your makeup.
Hurry up because my battery is dying. What?
Can we use your green beans?
Go ahead.
Okay. Bloggers and lazy.
They're called subscribers. Okay, bye. Gosh, we got so many interruptions here. So I'm just doing the same thing to the other eye there. I'm adding in that color. And next we're going to take this color here and we're going to start going in the crease. And I'm going to do the same thing to that other side there. And I'm just going to keep putting that in there so it kind of darkens up that crease. I forgot to let you guys know of the brush I was using. I'm using the bigger side of one of the crown brushes I got from my Pixi bag. I don't remember what month it was, but I love this brush. And I'm just blending that lighter color with the darker one I put in the crease. I'm also wanting to darken my crease a little bit more, so I took that other color there and I am applying it with my e.l.f. Little blending eye brush. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm kind of taking that darker color down too to my outer corner as well to kind of darken it out there too. And keep on keeping on with that blending. We can blend all day, all night, all morning. Just keep on blending. And you guys will never guess what I'm doing here. I'm blending some more. So now I took my Sigma Tapered Blending E40 brush. And that one just blends a lot better. So I'm using that one. And for some reason my clips were just disappearing. I don't know what was happening. But I put a little bit of the color on the lid. You guys will see it later on here too. But this color is on the bottom if you're holding your palette on the bottom far right, and I kind of wet my brush a little bit, and I'm just dabbing that onto my lid there. And the brush I'm using here is from Crown as well. It's the C224 Oval Concealer Brush, but it's small enough to apply my little shadow there too. And you can pack on as much as you want here. Now I'm adding more of that Real Deal concealer under my brows to kind of brighten it up just a tad bit. And we're going to blend it out real good one last time. Why not? Now I'm going to add some black liner. That is so ugly. I'm going to add some black liner to my top lids and my waterline down there. And using my Kat Von D black liner, I'm just drawing a little wing liner on both of my eyelids there. And I'm not doing it too thick because I have that shimmery shadow on my lids that I want to show. So I'm just doing it as thin as possible. So I'm going to be using two different foundations today. The first one I showed you, they're both Maybelline. The first one I showed you was the Super Stay Better Skin, and this is the oil-free one. And this one is the 25 Nude Beige. And the second one I showed you was the Maybelline Fit Me. And this one is in the color 230 Natural Buff. So the reason why I use these two different ones is because one is kind of matte, one's kind of dewy. And like I mentioned earlier, I have a little bit of oily skin. Or a lot of it, well, a lot of oily skin. So both of them combined kind of make it just perfect. It's not too dewy, not too matte. So I like to combine both of them, and it comes out to look like a pretty good color as well. So that's why I use both of them. And today I'm just using my beauty blender and kind of just stippling this into the skin. Usually I use my foundation brush, but I felt like using my beauty blender today. Who knows why? I was just in that kind of mood.
It is too darn early for Christmas music.
Can we at least wait till like the end of November? Like, I love Christmas and all, but really? So anyways, now I'm highlighting underneath my eyes using my Naked Skin concealer here. So this color I believe is the medium light, and I'm just putting that underneath my eyes and on my forehead, and then I'm going to bring it down to my chin a little bit as well. And I don't usually contour my nose. I usually use my concealer and kind of push it into the side of my nose, so that gives it a kind of slimmer look there. Not slimmer, but you know what I mean. And also, as I'm pushing my concealer into my skin, I'm kind of bringing it up. I always bring it up, not as high as my temples, but kind of up there, right there. So that kind of makes the face look a little uplifting too, so it doesn't look like a saggy face, because nobody wants a saggy face, right?
Look at my husband. He's so bored at class. He's such a good boy.
So now for contouring the face, I'm going to use my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm using that color there as always, and I also ended up using the other highlighting shade to the left of that, and just kind of setting my concealer there. And the brush I am using for this is my Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35 brush. So now for my contour, I'm going to use that medium shade there, and I'm just going to kind of go right below my cheekbones, and I'm also going to kind of bronze up the temples and right under the side of my face and chin.
Change? Shit. I guess change is good for any of us. Whatever it takes for any of y'all niggas to get up out the hood. Shit, I'm with you. I ain't mad at you. Got nothing but love for you. Do you think, boy? He said I ain't talking to him around.
Then I'm gonna go over my contour with some of this bronzer from Pixi. So this is that NYX blush I was trying to describe to you guys from my fall favorites tag that I'm using here. And then I'm going to try and go over and set with powder all those areas that kind of get a little greasy throughout the day. Now we're going to give the lower lid some action here. We're going to put that color that I put on first in the crease, and we're going to add that to the lower lid. And I'm using one of the brushes that I actually got from Michaels. This one is an acrylic brush, and it's by Zen, and it's the Z73CB brush. And to darken it a little bit more, just like we did on the crease, I'm using that second color we used and putting it right on top and kind of blending those two together. And to blend those two together, I'm going to use one of my other e.l.f. brushes. And the name of this one is... This is the smudging brush, so obviously I'm smudging my lower lids there. And now for my favorite part, we are adding some highlight. We're using the Becca Cosmetics and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop, of course, and we're putting it on the bridge of the nose and on the high points of the cheek. And for mascara, we're using that Voluminous mascara by, I believe, L'Oreal. I know I told you guys in one of my videos before that I didn't really care for it because it kind of clumped, but it's starting to grow on me, let me tell you, so I'm kind of liking it now. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously the Morphe 350 palette, it's beautiful, and I love it, and I love the combination of colors as well. I'm sorry in advance of those of you who haven't received it yet, but hopefully you guys should be getting yours soon, and if you haven't ordered it, it should be back in stock here soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and give me some comments and some feedback on what you would like to see next. Alright, see you guys later.